Hello again. This is Rico of Solo Board Gamer ng Tondo. Now on the table, you will see Voynich puzzle game. So today, I'll be teaching how to play this game. It's a medium complexity with a rating of 3.97 based on Board Game Geek website. It's a rather complex game. Euro game, I can presume. It's not a merit rush. So, okay. So let's go how this game is played. So the game is played by doing actions show on your booklet. So the concept of the game, all of you, the players are the cryptologists, deciphers, scholars, or whatever. And then you have a copy of the Voynich manuscript. So your task is to decipher the copy that you have. So every player has a different copy. So not all of you will have the same actions, but rather different actions. Some actions are much more optimized, some actual actions are not. So it's up to you to make it a worthwhile or make the best out of it. Okay? So you are all coders, cryptologists, deciphers, scholars that you wanted to the to unlock the mystery of the Voynich manuscript. So this game is thematically copy. Well, not as the same as the Voynich, but is thematically based on that manuscript. So the goal of the game is to have the most victory points at the end of the round. The end of the game will trigger once any victory markers landed or pass this mark. So afterwards, after a player or second, third player landed on this one, it will just finish that round and one more round before victory points will be calculated. So every player has 5 markers. He has the victory marker, he has the bat marker. We call this bat, and the bat knowledge marker, writing knowledge marker, botany knowledge marker, and the astrology knowledge marker. So all of these markers will travel on the side of the board depending on the action that you have made. It will go here, 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 here. But even if these 4 markers passes this one, it does nothing. The game still continues until the victory marker has reached this end point. Reach or pass. So now you're asking, why do we need to move this 4 knowledge marker? So the answer to that, these are multipliers for your scoring. So as you can see on the board, there are 4 types of tiles. There's a marker like this one, an ordinary tile, a knowledge puzzle tile, and the end tile. So every knowledge marker passes on this kind of tile will receive a puzzle piece. So this is called a shared knowledge puzzle piece. So there are four colors as well, such as green, yellow, red. Similarly with the player's marker, but it doesn't represent the ownership of this one. So anybody can have those knowledge puzzle. These puzzle are not being placed on this part of the board. So they are only reminders that you will have a part of the puzzle that will be used on this part. Okay, so if a knowledge marker passes on this tile, he or she will receive a red. When an astro marker, astrology, passes this one, he or she will receive a yellow. And when a bat passes this one, he will receive a blue. And a botany passes this one, he or she will receive a green. So, if ever, and now this kind, if the marker passes on those numbered tiles with a victory, it doesn't mean you will move your victory marker 7 steps. No, it means now this knowledge marker is worth 7 victory points each. So if all of them passes this mark, they are worth 7 victory points each. So the maximum number that this knowledge tracker can have is 10 victory points each. But that doesn't stop there. So at the end of the game, the value of those marker will be multiplied. How far did you decipher the pages on your copy of the Voynich manuscript? So at level 1, I will just show one page, and this will resemble all of the pages. So on level 1, even though you have 10 and you have no multiply here, these are all useless or worth 0 points. But once you go to level 2, so those points will be multiplied by 1. So they will have a value already. If they receive the already 10, then that's 10 points. Now, on level 3, there will be times 2. And on level 4, that will be times 4. So, noteworthy, if this will be in times 4 and your knowledge marker on pass of the 10 point, this marker will result to plus 40. So that will move your victory marker 40 steps. If you're able to do all of these 10 and all of the pages, maybe 4 of them, not all, 4 of them to level 4, you will have about plus 120, 80, that's about 40, 40, 80, 160 points. Now, every page is not will score the respective marker. As we know, there are four pages on your book. Actually, 10 pages, 2 pages per category. So, the first one is the botany. As you can see, it's green and it has plant images. The second one is astrology. There's the goat, stars, and moon, and it's yellow. Third one is bat. So, As you can see, there's plenty waters and of course maidens taking a bath. Fourth one is writing. So more on hand and pen, the feather and the pen, yeah. And the fifth one is more on recipe. So recipe, this combines all of the four parts of the book, which is botany, astrology, math, and writing. So botany, when you level up your botany page, you're leveling up the multiplier for the astronomy, as it says here on the board. While on the astrology, when you're leveling up your astrology, you're leveling up the multiplier for the bat, as it says here again on the board. On the bat side, when you're leveling it that one, you're giving out the multiplier for the writing side. And last, on the writing, when you're leveling this one, you give it the multiplier for the botany. Now, for the recipe, it has multiple, it depends what page you have. So on this page, it's either you're labeling the botany for the botany or for the writing. But at the end of the game, you must choose what multiplier you will use this one. Of course, you will choose whoever among those two has the highest knowledge tracker. If that's botany, then you choose botany. If it's writing, it's just writing. On this one, it's astronomy and math. So, it's not the same on other page. On this one, as you can see, it has different. But again, this one has astronomy and math, and this one is math and writing. So, there can be certain combination. Okay, so we now know what is this tracker used for. Now we'll go to the next one, that part of your, when you start your game, you will have a booklet and a pages of all the page that you need to decipher. And these tokens, you have 4 leaves, 4 drops, and 4 stars, and 4, what I can say, tags or writing token, and 6 magnifying glasses. So, where are those being used? Trackers are placed on the side of the board. Leaves can be placed on botany, on math, and of course on the recipe. Drops of water also on botany side, on math side, also in recipe. Writing tags can be placed on astrology, writing, and also in recipe. Stars can be placed on, of course, astrology, writing, and also in recipe. However, only the magnifying glass are being placed on what we call the sharing of knowledge puzzle. So, when you place a puzzle here, let's say letter B, let's say this one. Let's place a sample, an O. Every letter on this puzzle has a 4 color. So L has a 4 color, O has a 4 color. So it depends where you place them or where you will take advantage. So let's say an O, you can place it here just following the picture. You can place it also here. O, you can place it also here and here. It depends where you place them. But once you place that puzzle, it stays there until the end of the game. The magnifying glass can move in any puzzle but not on space which has no puzzle piece. Any more any number of magnifying glass can be placed on each of those puzzle piece. Any number. Okay. So let me explain parts of the board. Again, this is the botany section, the astrology section, the writing section, the share of knowledge section or the puzzle jigsaw puzzle section, the bat section, and the recipe section. And of course, the victory point section, which is on the side of the board. Now, we will explain what are the four actions or that you can do, actually five or maybe six, the six action that you can do on each panels of this board. Let's start with the botany section. I will use the rule book because it has the most complete actions that we can use for this game. Okay, so let's start with the botany. So it has three actions on the botany. First action is put a leaf. At the start of the game, all players has a starting leaf on the bottom of the plant. So the plant has three sections actually. The roots, the stem, the branches, and the leaves. These are branches and leaves. Branches and leaves, the stem, the root. So, every player will place one leaf at the end of the stem, at the middle of the root. Not on the tip of the root, only at the middle. This action show put a leaf on below the stem of the plant. So we have put. Next one, put a water drop at the root. So therefore placement. You can place it here, you can place it here, you can place it here, you can place it here. If ever there is a other player's token there, you cannot place only one. You can place on one space. There can be no two tokens on a single space. But if there's already already other people's person token there, you can place it on the next one and gain the benefits. You can place it also here if you wanted to, if you want that benefit. So any number that beside with the benefit, it means 3 times. So this marker, this benefit says that increase your knowledge, botany knowledge 1 to 1. So our botany knowledge starts at 0, you increase it to 1. So it says 3, so you will increase it up to 3. Okay? So that's how you place your drops. on the root. The third one is move drops or move a leaf on the botany section. So, again, the number says how many you will move. If the number says 2, you can separate the movement divided among the tokens that you have. So let's say it says 4. Maybe I can move this one. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's valid. So whatever your leap end, you gain that benefit. But let's say you have only one leap and it says 2. You will get, let's say, 1, 2. You will not get this benefit. The 4, only the end, the final movement that you will have. You will not get 4 and 4. No. You get only 4. Okay? If ever again, there are some leaps there, you can bypass them as one. One movement only. Here, 1. It's up to you where you want your leap to be placed. So when in movement of drops, if the droplet goes here, there's a place here. If the drop goes on the middle, you will have one more movement action. So only leaves are permitted to stay at the bottom of the stem. Drop are not permitted. So when you land, let's say you have one movement, you will land there. You have one more movement to move either up on the stem or on the branches. It's up to you. Again, if there are some tokens that are already on that spot, you can skip them if you wanted to. There are only 3 places the leaves will have more leaves on this position. First, they can have on this side, this one. As you can see, they're infinite. Drops, on the other hand, when when you move the drop, once it's on the branches or on the leaf itself, they stay there until the end of the game, or you remove them and place it on the other side of the board. That's the only way that you can move them and reuse them. But once they're there, they are there. Okay? So let me review again this one. There's okay, so I don't know why they did not put. So it means here, even this one can stay up. You can have multiple there. But here, only leaves. Because when the drop reaches at the middle, automatically it moves one more point. So that is the movement for the botany. Next one, astrology. So astrology, you will use 2 kinds of token, either a star or this token, the text token. Text token also can be translated. We will deal with that later. The first action is to move the star on the star symbol and gain the benefits. So you can place on the inner and the outer. You can place only stars on the outer if there is a star already on its inner. You cannot place a star on the outer if this is vacant. So there are divisions. You can only place stars on these two parts if there's a star on the inner. Like this one. Gain the benefits. And if there's already a text token there, you also gain this benefit. That's +3 on your astrology knowledge tracker. If ever this is a text token of your opponent, you and the opponent will gain this benefit. So 3 for you and 3 for him or her. But if you have both the same, you only gain 3 one time. The same also occurs when you put it on this one. The next action is to put a text on that part. So you put the text there, you gain only the benefit of what text that you have placed. So we have 4 texts, but 3 kinds that you can have benefits. One is move the magnifying glass on the knowledge sharing panel. One is to add a magnifying glass at the center of the puzzle. One is to gain a knowledge tracker. One. Again, if you place one there and there's already a star, both of you, if you have different tokens there, will gain this benefit. The same rules on the stars. You can only place text if there's a text already at the inner circle. You could not place a text at the outer if there is no inner text place. You can also place there even if your opponent text is inside. You can also. That will also be. Again, the same benefits. If your opponent has a star and you place a text, both of you will gain this for knowledge tracker. Last one, movement of the goat. So the goat moves only clockwise. So it only moves on a what you call this part by part. So the astrology has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it moves part by part, not as a whole. So how this thing work? So when you move your goat and there's a star, even if that's a token of your opponent, let's say I move this one, you gain this benefit. The only benefit that you gain is only the knowledge tracker, not the benefits where the stars or the text has been placed. So let's say you're instructed to move this benefit. 1. So you get this benefit because there's a text token. You gain this benefit, there's a star token here, and you gain this benefit. This is disregarding what color or whoever owns those tokens. And only you can gain those benefits. So The total knowledge tracker movement of this one will have 3 plus 4 plus 4. That will be 11. Even this is the setup. Still 11. Even all of those tokens are owned by your opponent. Next one. Let's go with the bot section. On the bot section, you will use only these kinds of token. Drops and leaves. However, mostly on the bot, you will only use the drops. Leaves can be used with a special action. Let's go with the first action. Place a drop. Drops can be placed only on these two entry point. This point and this point. And again, gain the benefits, whatever's that. So it says, move your bot knowledge tracker 2 times. However, if your opponent, so again, only one token will be placed on one space. So if your opponent move this token here, so your token move again, so you gain 2 points for bot and 2 points for your opponent. If you do this kind of a movement again, action, the same, again, this will score 2 points, your opponent will score 2 points, and you will score another 2 points. So, every movement until the drops on this first tank, those drop will earn 2 bot points. If the drops on the first tank, they stay there until you do one action. And we will discuss that later. At the start of the game, there's always one dirty water on this space. This is called dirty water. And that will be the next one. So the next action is to perform clean water. You're cleaning this tank. So you get one dirty drops here. You gain that benefits. You place it here. And again, this will push that dirty water on this one. So the drop will again be pushed and moved. Every movement that they done, again, they will score those bot knowledge tracker. But this one will not score anything. It will be just pushed there. Every dirty water that you place here will move this until such time these waters will be pushed again. So the benefits will only be achieved or can be reused when they get back on this tank. Until they're here, those benefits cannot be enjoyed. Okay. So that is clean water movement. The last one is transform. You will transform the droplets to a leaf. This can only be done if your drops are on the first tank. You cannot change those drops if they are on this side. Only when they are on the tank. So how does it being done? Well, I'm looking on this one. It says here, the transform action lets you withdraw one of your water drops from the bath section and put a leaf on its place. If the water drop is on the first pool, the leaf immediately moves another space. Okay. So, you can still transform those drops to leaves. However, they will not yet go here. But once the leaf reaches the first pool, automatically they will go to the space and again gain that benefits. Again, if another leaf goes to the first tank, it will push the first leaf on this space to here, and the owner of that leaf will select whatever benefits that he or she wanted until all of those are occupied. If all of those are occupied, then none can be selected and the leaf will not move because nothing can be chosen among this one. So that's it for the bat action. Now we go to the writing again. Writing action uses the text token and the star token. So let's go with the first one. Place text. Get one of your token and place it anywhere on these places. Once you place it, gain that benefit, whatever the token that you place, and gain also the benefits on the left side. So these are 4 knowledge, 2 knowledge plus 1 magnifying glass here. These 2 magnifying glass, 1 magnifies and movement, and this one 2 knowledge tracker and movement of magnifying glass. Second action is to place a star on this side. Once you place a star here, you gain the benefits of whatever writing tokens on this side. So, I gain 1 knowledge and place 2 magnifying glass on my knowledge, sharing knowledge puzzle. Even though, if there are also multiple tokens there, even if you don't own them or your opponent own them, once a star is placed there, you get the benefits of those writing tokens. So it says 1 knowledge token, 1 knowledge movement, place 1 magnifying glass, place 1 magnifying glass again, and place 2 magnifying glass. The last action is to transcribe or translate. You translate the tokens to much more powerful. So this one, when you translate, it becomes 3 knowledge movement. This one, you can place your magnifying glass anywhere on the board which has a puzzle. But you can only place on a puzzle piece if that puzzle piece is connected at the center of the main piece. This is invalid, but this one is valid. Also, you can place it like this one. Let's say letter N. you can place it here. Okay? And the last one is from movement 2 to movement 3 anywhere and to knowledge tracker. So the movement has a direction where you can move. The movement can be divided also on multiple magnifying glasses. But again, you must consume then. If sets 5, you must move 5. So this one count as 1, this one count as 0, and this one is 1. It doesn't mean that 1, 2, 3, no. This is not 4 phase. Here is considered 1 step. So when from here, 1, you go here. This space has all the characteristic. It can be a yellow, green, blue, or red. So, this kind of movement says you can move up to 2. That's 1, and let's say 2, or 1, you can divide it among them. Some other specifically says where you can move. It says here only right, and it says here only left, here only up, and here only down. And now we go to the last placement. Here is the recipe. So the recipe is very simple. You just take one component from my panel, not from your supply. It should be, let's say it says here put a star. So you will get a star either on your astrology section or on the writing section, and place it there and gain the benefits. Here one is leaf. You can get a leaf either on the botany section or on the bat section. Drops can also came from the botany section and the bat section. Writing can only be taken from astrology and writing section. And I think that is all the actions that you can do on this game, which is titled the Voynich Puzzle. And again, I think those are all the rules, except for this one. This is called the first player marker. So whoever's the first player will have this token, and will have the token until the game ends. There's one more. I forgot. The puzzle. So the next question is how you level up your page. So on every page, there's a specific requirement how to level up. So this means the white means any color, specifically any color. So let's put this KG. Let's make an example here. DFG KG. KK. So it says here, put the remove magnifying glass on a group of yellow. You're adjacent to a group of 3 yellows. So it doesn't matter how are those oriented. You don't need to follow how it's oriented on your card. So it can be oriented anything, anywhere, as long as you follow the requirements. So this should be either placed here or here, but not here, because it says there is any color, even though this combination works perfectly. Again, the white means any color. So any color, this is yellow, And this is 3 groups. So when you remove the magnifying glass, you score victory points whatever the total of the column and the row where the magnifying glass has been removed. On this scenario, let's say you move it on this side to follow this one. So you score the columns and the rows. So that's 2 plus 4, that's 6. You move your victory marker 6 steps. And then afterwards, you remove that magnifying glass and goes back to your supply. So that is very important that you will have this kind of action. Place magnifying glass to the puzzle. Those are only the action that will give you magnifying glass here to score points and again to level up your pages. So follow what is on the strategies. It says here to rotate the page to this one. Then again, there's another challenge. It says here, remove the magnifying glass for a group of 4. Once you've done that, and again, you can see another here on the side. It shows to you what is the next requirement. So this is again planning for your next movement. So what will be the next requirement on the next side? But it doesn't show to you what will be the action. Whatever, when you level up the pages, your actions become stronger and you can do more things. So it says here 4. Let's say another. Let's get another piece here. So it should be here. Again, the orientation doesn't matter. And the color doesn't matter also. This is also a valid movement. Valid. If you want to risk to go to get magnifying glass, but because it only scores you 0. The more the magnifying is being removed at the side of this 4 side, the more score that you have at the maximum of 8 victory points. So it says here, flip the card, then flip, then you again follow. This is the next challenge. This means that you will remove at separate location. So what does it mean? It should be on separate location, like this one. Let me give you an example. So it says here, remove 2 on a 4 group yellow colored. So it should be like this. This is valid. So, let's say this is okay because this is on the separate 4. This one is okay because this is a separate 4. But this is not okay. You remove it for 1 and again for 1. That is not valid. It should be on a separate position. Separate group of 4. And again, this is not also valid. Why? Because you're sharing the same space. Well, again, it can be valid also because you're pointing to this one, that's another group. And this one is pointing to this one, which is another group. So it says there it should be 2 groups, not on the same group. And also this one is also valid. If this is, however. Once you achieve the requirements, again, if this is the point, you score 2 points, let's say on this position. Let's make another one. Let's say this one. Yeah, this is valid. Your score here is 3 and 4. That will be 7. And your score here is none because there's no points here. But here you get 4. So that's 4 plus 3 plus 4. That will be 11 victory points. And remember, leveling up your page of the books. It's much more challenging on higher levels. You see, we start here with just 3 groups. Now it says now 4. Now here it says 2 groups of 4 before you go to the final page. You can see also on the pages, you start with just a drawing. Now with the pencil, highlighting the boundaries and some semi-colored, and then the finished product. I think I already all discussed how the actions has been performed. Once again, when you remove your magnifying glass, the puzzle stays. So those can be also reused by your opponents. And again, that is all for playing the Voynich puzzle. See you again for my next session. I'll be playing a solo of this board game on my next video. And again, this is Rico of Solo Board Gaming ng Tondo.